Hi, I'm Charlotte and this is TBR Tries to Read, and I'm going to talk to you about a TBR. I know I never do any TBRs. I can't stick to TBRs, but I did do Victober last year, so I kind of feel like just because I did it once, I can do it again. And I have just recorded this video, and then my phone said that there was no memory, and I was literally like a few words from saying goodbye. And I just thought I could edit this so that there's something on the end where I say, I'm sorry I got cut off, but I just can't. I can't. Editing just the beginning and the end off a video is enough for me. So I will do it again. Right, I've got my TBR for October. I'm going to try and remember now what I've already said, but have now deleted, and what are new words. This is like one of the things that happens when you re-record a video, is that you'll make a reference to something that you've said in the other video. And it's only when you watch it back that you're like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to try and make this make some sense. Right, the prompts for Victober are prompt 1, reread a Victorian book. So I am going to reread Moonfleet by John Mead Faulkner. And this is a book I read in school, but with a very, very not good teacher. And I'm not going to say what his name is in case, you know, he's watching. I don't know. I don't want to put that energy out there, but he was not good. He used to fall asleep in class, and there was a rumour that the classes above us had wheeled him out into the corridor on one occasion so that he was in the corridor when the bell went. I don't know if that was true, but that's the kind of level of study that we were taking part in during his class. So I have no fond memories of this at all, but I want to have fond memories of it. I kind of feel like a piratey type book will be maybe the sort of book that Idris might read when he's sort of 11 or 12, so it'd be nice if I'd read it as well. So we'll give that one a go. I thought that was going to count for under 250 pages, but it is a few pages over, god damn it. So I do have this one, which counts for the under 250 pages prompt. This is Anne Bronte's Agnes Grey, and it clocks in at, where is it now? 197. So we're okay. This is also going to be cheekily one of the other prompts, which is to read a lesser-known Victorian novel published in the same year as one of your favourites. I found that a very difficult prompt to fulfill. I tried a few of my favourites, and whilst there were lesser-known ones there, I kind of wanted to combine some of the prompts. So I'd already picked my over 500, so it couldn't be a really long book. So I made it more difficult than it needed to be. But I decided that this could be my lesser known one because it's published in the same year as Jane Eyre. And of the Brontes, Anne is the lesser known, right? So it's going to be a bit of a cheat, but it's still Victorian. And I've not read it. I'm not massively excited to read this. I feel like I've tried to read it before, but that might not be true. Actually, it starts all the way here, look. Which I shouldn't be excited about, but all true histories contain instruction. Oh. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Then read a book over 500 pages. Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell, because I like to be a year late to everything. So I know everybody's already read this and no one is going to have the slightest bit of interest in what I think of it now a year later, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I really was jealous of everybody reading it last year, because I was like, oh no, that's going to be far too big. And then as soon as everyone started to read it and say how they couldn't stop thinking about it and they were really in it, I just became wildly jealous and bought it. But it was already too late to join in really then. So I'm going to do it this year. And then read by candlelight is one of the other prompts, so I'll be doing that. And the 5th prompt is the Oscar Wilde read along. I feel like I've missed a prompt off. I feel like Doris said something about there being a prompt about reading a female Victorian, something about a female Victorian writer, which I've covered, but I don't know. If I'm missing one, I do apologise to the hosts. It's just me not being organised. So the read along is Oscar Wilde. It's 2 of his plays. I think that it's The Importance of Being Earnest and A Woman of No Importance. I think it's those 2, but I might try and read all of them if I get the chance, just so that I can say that this book is done, you know. Add it to the end of year reading list. Sounded weird. Pop them there. And I'm also going to take part in Mel's really fun read along, which is Gone with the Book, and that takes part over 3 months. It's the last week of September, the last week of October, the last week of November, and it's a really easy challenge, but really fun because it covers a time that we don't really, I don't think our readathons necessarily cover this, which is 1900 to 1950. So anything published within those dates, and then you choose one book or more. It depends on what you want to do, but I'm going to choose a book for each of those weeks. Because I'm reading other books, doing the readathons, etc., I am going to cheat a little bit, and the books I have chosen are the slim modern classics that have been around for a decade or so, I think now. The one that I'm reading for this week, I've left in the house, and I'm not going to go back in and get it. So it's Virginia Woolf's, I think it's called A Lady in the Looking Glass, and I've almost finished. That will be, if I finish today, I'll be bang on time. And that's really good. I've so enjoyed it. It's just a few little short stories, but it's just made me remember how much I love Woolf. So I'm almost tempted to read Jacob's Room now at some point in the next couple of months as part of this readathon. So we'll see how I get on with these. But next month I'm going to either do Eudora Welty's Moon Lake or D.H. Lawrence's Odour of Chrysanthemums. And Eudora Welty I've never read, but it says that this story is the story of a summer camp in Mississippi, a surly lifeguard, a rebellious orphan girl, and the fateful day when they learn the secrets of life and death. So I like the sound of that. And D.H. Lawrence's is the usual stories of fragile happiness and inarticulate love, you know, the sort of Lawrencian things that he likes to talk about. And I do love his writing, but I find his ideals very frustrating. I get annoyed with some of the things that he says, but I can't help but admire his, I don't know, the text is just alive, you know. It's, I feel like the best thing I ever heard, well, it's not a nice thing, but I think Lawrence was very ill, wasn't he, with TB? I'm sure it was TB. And for a number of years, and that when he finally died and they sort of, you know, did the autopsy, I believe, the surgeon said that there was no way he should have been alive at all, that the state of him was just so unbelievable that he couldn't believe that he had carried on and was writing and doing all this. And I feel you can feel that in his writing, that he is just furiously trying to get everything down that he can in this life. And I kind of admire that, even though some of the stuff he comes out with, I'm like, no. So anyway, those are my books for October and some of the months after that, and I hope you've had fun choosing your books for Victober, or if not, I hope you enjoy watching us, because it's always fun watching us all on week 3 we start to flag and wonder what we're doing, and then it all picks up in the excitement of week 4 and it's all okay again. So thank you to the hosts of Victober and to Mel from Mel's Bookland Adventures. These will be the only TBRs of 2019 for me, so I'm excited. Okay, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.